Have you ever wondered how much money yacht stews actually make? Whether this is a general question that has just crossed your mind, or whether you are seriously considering becoming a stew, this video is for you. By the end of this video, you will have a clear understanding of what salaries can be expected from somebody coming in at an entry level, as well as when they work their way through the ranks. For the best advice and guidance on how to get into the yachting industry as a yacht crew member, subscribe to this channel. And don't forget to hit that little bell icon if you want to get notified when I upload new videos every week. My name is Dre, and I've been working in yachting for the past 9 years. I've worked in various roles, and I've worked on various size vessels. So if anybody can give you an insider's guide to this topic, it's me for sure. So let's get started. First of all, I have to point out, the salary amounts can vary quite a bit depending on the yacht. But generally speaking, it should be quite consistent with the amounts that I'm about to discuss in this video. So let's dive in. As you can see here, this is the salary range for a junior yacht stew. On a 20 to 30 meter, it will be 1,800 to 2,500 euros. 30 to 45 meter, it'll be 2,200 to 2,500 euros, and it just keeps growing as the vessel gets bigger. For an experienced stew, the salary would start off at 2,500 to 3,000, and then it would grow. And when you get to 80 meter, it can be 4,500 plus. For a chief stew, on a smaller vessel, 2,500 to 4,500. On a 30 to 45 meter, 4,000 to 5,000. 45 to 60 meter, 5,000 to 7,000. If you're looking at an 80 meter plus, it would be above 8,000, or it could be above 8,000. Now for a purser, as you can see here, you don't really find pursers on smaller yachts. So this is an example. Say they usually are from 50 to 60 meters actually. Their starting salary would be 6,000 to 7,000. Between 60 and 80 meters, it'll be 7,000 plus. Anything above 80 meters, it can be above 8,000. Okay, so as you can see, this is a general breakdown of what the salaries are from the moment that if you had to just join the industry as a newbie and work your way up the ranks. Now keep in mind that the salary that I'm showing you here is, for the most part, it has no other expenses. So your accommodation is covered, because you live on board. Your food is covered, toiletries, everything that you would normally spend money on a day-to-day basis doesn't really exist when you're working on a yacht. So the salaries that I've just showed you can potentially just be savings. And for a lot of yacht crew that come in, they stay in the industry for a year or two, and when they step out, they have enough money saved in order to buy a house or start a business and actually just start their lives outside of the industry. So just for fun, let me know in the comments what you would do with your money. If you were earning 6 rand a month and you had no expenses, what would you do? Would you save? Would you invest? What would you do? Just for interest's sake, let me know. And if you let me know in the comments, then I'll tell you what I did with mine. Let's look at charter versus private. Now, if you work on a private yacht, it's for a family or maybe a group of families, and it's private. It's not open to anybody else renting the yacht for the week. It's just dedicated to the people that own the yacht. For a charter basically gets run like a holiday rental. So it's open to people renting the vessel for a week or two, having an amazing experience, and at the end of that, the crew get a tip for the most part. Now, tips usually vary between it can be anything between 5 and 20% of what the total cost of the charter is. Now, working on a charter vessel is great, but it's not always as beneficial. I've been in positions where working on the private yacht was actually the better option for that year, because sometimes private vessels compensate by actually giving their crew a higher salary because they know that their crew are not earning tips from random charters. So you really just have to weigh your options, and you have to decide which is actually more important to you. On both the types of vessels, you would get a lot of experience, and depending on how busy the vessel actually is, will really depend on how often you get to travel, how many places you get to see, as well as how much more experience and skills you gain along the way. Now that you know how much you could potentially be earning while working as a stew on board, how are you feeling? Are you feeling a little bit more motivated? Are you feeling a little bit more keen, a little bit more ready? Maybe there's a whole bunch more questions that just surfaced. If that's the case, come on over to the Start Yachting group and come and ask your question there. Myself and a whole bunch of other experienced yachties are in there, and we would be happy to answer any questions that you might have. It truly is a safe place to come and ask anything. If you haven't joined yet, you can join by clicking the link in the description below. Also, there is a surprise freebie in the description below, so don't forget to check that out too. Check out these videos next for a deeper dive into being yacht crew. If you like this video, please hit that little like button and don't forget to subscribe and share it with your friends. And I look forward to seeing you in the next video.